Hello everybody. So I know it's been a couple weeks since I've recorded. I've just been really busy the last couple weeks, but I figured I would do a quick video and just let you know what's been going on. I said I went down to my parents last week, and I actually went through a lot of my stuff. I've actually got like a huge box in the basement that I'm getting rid of. And I threw away a lot of stuff, so I was really proud of myself for that. And I actually went and organized the basement and had my brother help out with that. And I had actually noticed, I'm not sure if any of you have ever noticed this when it comes to organizing or decluttering a room, but sometimes it'll seem like there's already like several categories, and I don't know if it's just me, but it's like I can like pinpoint what those categories are. And usually when I start sorting, I'll actually start putting like items with like items. For example, when I was in my parents' basement, I noticed there was stuff from my dad's truck. There was my stuff. There was like the golf and the fishing stuff that belonged to my dad and my brother. There was all the seasonal and holiday stuff. And I noticed with the holiday stuff especially, I noticed my mom started organizing and putting stuff together, but she didn't quite finish. So I actually went and put all the similar holiday items together. I assigned a bin to each holiday and each season, which my mom was kind of working on. So I'll be showing you that in a couple weeks, along with what I did with my stuff. Right now, me and my sister still need to work on organizing the bedroom, so that way there will be space for my stuff, and I'll decide which stuff is going to go up in that bedroom, because it's not a very big room. And then I'll show you our process and progress with that. Also, another thing I helped my mom out with was we went and organized the pantry, and everything's in its own category now. I hope it's staying that way. But anyways, I'm going to be able to see that once I go back down there. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to. And then the weekend before that, I was in the Wisconsin Dells with a couple friends for a bachelorette party, and I'm actually photographing the wedding this coming weekend, and then the following weekend I will be moving, so I'll try and get in some videos before then. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with things. I'm still looking for a job in Milwaukee, and I am also completely nicotine free now, so that's been awesome. I've gone almost 2 weeks without any type of nicotine whatsoever, and so far things are going great. And then also, as I said in one of my previous videos, I was not going to do any grocery shopping, but I ended up doing some because I walk to and from work every day, and that's about 2 miles. And I noticed that even when I would eat something, I was always hungry like an hour after I got to work, and there was still like 2 hours or so before we got lunch. So I had to buy some more items that were a little more filling, and I'm just hoping that's going to help me so I'm not starving like well before lunchtime. So I'm hoping that'll work out, because this whole walking thing, I've lost 5 pounds well, that was back in April, but I had lost 5 pounds from what I was, and I'm trying not to lose too much more weight, but I don't want to gain anything. So I'm trying to kind of get that balance and figure out what foods to eat, and then how to just keep my metabolism at a normal rate, I guess, because walking as much as I do, it's really kick-started my metabolism, and up until then, I managed to stay right around the same wait for about a year and a half, 2 years. And yeah, so that's another thing I'm working on, and I'm actually going to be working out more once I move, because me and my friend were actually getting a gym membership, and we're going to go swimming and do some other stuff together. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. And the same friend, she actually gave me a bunch of her pre-pregnancy clothes. I've tried everything on, but I'm going to go through my closet again, see what I'm going to keep, see what I'm going to get rid of, and probably do another small purge once I move. Also, I'm gonna hang on to a few things, and then depending on what type of items, give myself 3 to 6 months. And if I wear the item, depending on what season it's meant for within that season, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'm gonna get rid of it. And if I bring anything new in, I'm just gonna follow that 1 in, 1 out rule, and just try not to acquire too much so I don't end up where I was before. So that's what's been going on, as I've said. And with this whole process, I've just noticed a lot of things. I've kind of learned a lot about myself and what I enjoy, what I want to surround myself with. When I was going through my stuff in the basement, I found my essential oils, which I was looking for months and months, and ended up purchasing a couple just to replace the ones that I had, and I was just really grateful I still have those. And then also, I had a bunch of paint in there that I was missing, and I wanted to start some projects, but couldn't find the paint, and I didn't want to buy more, especially knowing that I had all this paint. So now that's one thing I don't need to repurchase, and that's another item I'm going to give myself some time and see whether or not I use it or what colors I use. I've got some canvases and some ideas, so we'll see where that goes. And then also, lost my train of thought here, but why can't I remember what I was going to talk about? Give me a minute here. Oh yeah, as I said, it's made me kind of realize what type of stuff I want to surround myself with. And also, being a crafter, crafters tend to go more on the hoarding side, and I've noticed I do tend to hoard a lot of craft supplies. So one thing I've done is stuff I don't use or I've lost interest in, I've kind of gotten rid of. I used to do a lot of beading and jewelry making, and I really haven't done that in a while. I still have the beads. I haven't quite gotten rid of it. That's been a really tough thing for me to get rid of, but I'm going to go through again and just, I feel like there's a lot of feelings of guilt with holding on to that stuff, and I do hold on to some of like the larger, chunkier beads for knitting projects and stuff like that if I want to incorporate beads and stuff. So I'm going to go through that stuff again. But again, as I said, that's something that's really hard for me. And then I was able to go through some of my sentimental items, and that and the items for my business were definitely the hardest to go through, because I noticed some of the products, because I never got a chance to sell them just because life got in the way, and I'll go into that because that's a totally different video. So a lot of that stuff got expired. The sprays and everything, surprisingly, which I thought was going to go bad first, those have actually gotten better, so I'm hanging on to those, and I'm actually thinking, because I have so many, I may just give some of them away to friends and family members who will use those items, because I have so many, there's no way I'm going to use them all. And maybe eventually, depending on what I'm motivated to do and how this process goes for me. I may get back into making stuff. I do have some stuff for making bath bombs, but I really want to just continue this journey on just figuring out what brings me joy, what makes me happy, and just figuring out the type of life I want to live and being able to open up more time for myself by being surrounded by less stuff, if that makes any sense. But anyways, that is a wrap. I will see you in my next video. I'm going to try and record a video for Tuesday. I'm just not sure what it's going to be about yet. And then possibly Thursday. So, peace out. If you like what